Hey guys, James here today and welcome back to another Sims 4 house building video. Today we are doing Vixella's Shell Challenge, or as we like to call it, the Vixella. Now, if you don't know what a shell challenge is, basically you saw we started off with a lot here and it has walls already. And essentially, I can't change any of the existing walls. And I think one of the rules of the shell challenge is we can't build like additional walls on the outside. So we can't add any more walls on the exterior. We can do what we want with the interior, add walls inside, etc. But the outside, we basically got what we've got, and we have to deal with that either by adding roofs or fences, that kind of stuff. So this one, like I said, was actually created by Vixella, and I'll link her original video down below. You can check it out there. It was definitely an interesting build, this one. I don't know if you saw very quickly at the start there, I actually started out trying to do like another shipping container build because it kind of resembled something that we could work with because it's very boxy, first of all. It's just a big cube with a couple of weird little rectangles on the sides. So I was like, I wonder if we could make that like some sort of converted shipping container home. I quickly abandoned that idea because it didn't really make sense. The proportions are all wrong and it didn't really work. So that's why we changed it up. So instead, I'm taking inspiration from a fantastic show called Grand Designs, which you may or may not have seen before. If you haven't, basically, it's a bunch of people who think they have a great home design, but they usually don't have any experience building homes, so then everything's delayed and it costs more than they thought. Anyway, there was this episode where they built this house that used this black cladding, like kind of like what we got here. So I decided that, like, it used this black cladding and then I mixed it with like some timber and that. And I thought it actually looked pretty nice in the end. They actually did it because it was cheaper. So I thought that was kind of funny. But anyway, so I thought I looked actually quite good. And especially because I decided to put this build here in Strangerville. So I was kind of like that. Well, I put it here because I was going to do the shipping containers. I was like, that seems like a good spot. But then I also thought this kind of more interesting build that is obviously very, I guess, contemporary in a way on the exterior. It's a little bit different, a little bit unusual. I thought this would be a good fit for it anyways, doing this. So I also put in a skylight in the roof. We used a bit of the sort of glass roofs there to add a bit of light coming through the top. And then I'm really just trying to spruce up the exterior to make it look more interesting and less boxy. So I put a lot of those sort of sculptural, I guess, vertical wood slats. I don't know what they're called. I can't remember. I don't think they actually are wood in the game, or maybe they are, I don't know. Anyway, and then I've used like the little sort of flower border fences to add little shades and like trellis kind of things around the place. And that's kind of the aesthetic I'm going for. It's kind of similar to stuff that I normally build anyway, but I'm sort of trying to repurpose it and make it a little bit more interesting for this build. And then I thought, you know, it's a great idea. Let me try and use hidden objects to add plants. And then I spent ages doing this and I regretted it because I didn't even like the look of it in the end and I decided not to do it. I cut most of it out, thankfully. Like, you'll see a bit of what I'm doing here. And then it didn't really work and it was kind of annoying because I was using a lot of move objects to place these plants up higher. But then it just ends up like when you go onto the ground floor, you just sort of see it floating and it looks really disgusting. Instead, I found those corner vines you see on the side of the lot there. Those are from University Life, I believe. And I thought those looked good, so I decided to just use that instead. Use a few little vines that got the side that I thought looked really, really nice. Still struggling with this flat roof here. In the end, I think I just went for the sort of corrugated iron roof, sheet roofing kind of thing there. So out the front here, I'm pretty sure. Now, feel free to correct me in the comments, but I'm pretty sure when it comes to like shell challenges, we can build fences and do all that kind of stuff on the outside. And if you can't, then I don't know. Anyway, that's what I've done. I'm just using some sort of fences. I'm keeping it really, really simple actually on the outside, especially at the front. Just doing a little sort of front patio. I've got the bin around the side here, which I thought looked kind of cool. I use that brighter colored door there as well because it sort of is a similar color to the wooden paneling. So it kind of stands out, but it's also kind of interesting because it's hidden behind those wooden slats. So I don't know. I thought it was kind of cool. Anyway, so this is like the little front area. I was trying to do a little bit more with it. I was going to do like lots of greenery everywhere, but I ended up just keeping it a little bit more simple by just doing the vines on the wall. It just was a lot easier to do it that way. And then just doing some lights around the place because it was a little bit grim. I actually really like that black door. I'm so glad that they went back. This was, I guess, sometime last year. They went back and added a bunch of recolors to doors into the game. Doors and windows. I know there was just it's basically a standard set of, you know, blacks and whites and a few wooden tones across all of them. But it's so useful because now that door is actually like useful. I don't know. I found that super handy. Now, actually, not only was this shell Kind of annoying on the outside, thanks Vixella. But the inside was also equally as annoying, at least to me, because the layout I wanted to go with, I was trying to do like an open plan sort of layout, but it's really hard in this cube. Like this square room made it really difficult. Sure, I could have changed it up a little bit, but I couldn't really see a better way of doing it without me having to sort of scrap the entire interior and start again. So what I'm going with here is I'm doing like a smaller kitchen on the outside, which I guess I could have just left it like that. And then through the archway on the right is like a butler's pantry. So that's where I'm putting all the appliances, obviously besides the fridge and the stove. I was going to put the fridge in there, but then it looked really bare out in the main living space, so I kind of put the fridge back there anyway. So yeah, in the butler's pantry, I do stuff like the microwave, I do the dishwasher in there, I do a coffee machine, all that kind of stuff is sort of packed away in there. So it's like keeps the main living space looking a little bit cleaner, but we still have these nice counters in here. And I actually used the island living counters, which I quite liked. The only thing that is kind of out of place in this house, and you might be already noticing it, is like the wicker drawer texture on the island counter. Slightly annoying. I mean, it looks very nice, but it definitely doesn't suit the style of this house. So what I end up doing, I think I just put a couch in front of it so you just don't see it. I think that's how it goes down because I was like, that'll do. Now, yeah, this layout, man, this was actually really, really tough. And I don't know, I just spent a lot of time. I don't know how long it's going to look like it is here in the time lapse, but oh, I cut a bunch out already. I think I tried loads of different layouts. In the end, I thought this was actually quite nice, having this larger round table, but sort of having it packed in the corner with these windows. Now, it does only have 3 dining chairs. So I guess in the realm of imagination, the way I would see this space being used is you'd sort of pack it away into the corner for normal everyday use because you don't really need it. And you still get a nice view out the window, so you get nice light, natural light there. And obviously those 3 seats, they're still facing each other so you can kind of, you know, sit down and talk to someone next to you. But then if you're entertaining more people, you could easily pull out the table, add a couple chairs in, that kind of stuff. So that's kind of how I was seeing that being used because I couldn't find a better place to put the table. Sure, I could have put the table in the center over there on the side, but the problem with doing that is if it was a circular table, it takes up way too much space. And that table has up to 6 chairs on it, which is too much for this house. A rectangular table I could have used, but again, it seemed like it just took up way too much space having it in the middle. So that's why it's kind of like, honestly, this build was really quite odd. Like, this took me way longer than it should have. Like, this video, the amount of recording, I actually cut out a bunch of stuff too, where it just wasn't working. I think I spent, I don't know, too much time on this. Too much time. Anyway, so the kitchen, keeping it kind of basic. I was trying to, so one of my staples, if you've been a long time viewer of the channel, you'll know that I love to do black and white. Black and white builds in The Sims 4 is probably the easiest way to go in terms of just getting things to match. And that's why I use a lot of it. In this house, I was trying, obviously we got a heavy use of black because of the exterior. So that made sense to have some black accents inside the house as well. But I was trying as much as I could to stay away from just doing a black and white interior. So I'm trying to do colors here and there. I don't think it gets completely away from it, but I also think the aesthetic of this build lends itself nicely to that. Like like we even have like these polished concrete floors on the ground floor here. Upstairs I don't remember what I did upstairs actually. We'll have a look. But yeah, I was trying to keep some color in the build and not have it all black and white. That's also why the kitchen counters aren't just black and white. I try to get those wood tones popping through, very warm and rich, sort of like orangey tone there. And then I don't know, do I change that so far? I don't know. I changed it so many times and I don't know if I've already done it and cut it out or if it's coming up. So we'll see. We'll watch and find out together. But yeah, I was just trying to have this space feel nice and open, but also not cold at all. It needs to feel warm and inviting. And obviously we have blank white walls, which are good because I feel like white walls are pretty, like, it's a pretty standard color to have. Not like a pure white, but like sort of an off-white. Pretty standard color to just have on walls, especially in like rentals or something. Anyway, so I use a standard white wall so then we can do anything we want with it. And then we're trying to add color and warmth and comfiness to it all over the place. And I hope I achieved it. I don't know that I did, but I hope I did. So this is also kind of weird, trying to fit a TV in there. I was trying to figure out what to do. I think in the end, I might have just, did I remove the window or did I leave that there? Because I end up using kitchen cabinets. Oh, I left the window there. I just put the cabinets in front of the window. I guess that's fine. It doesn't, because you can't really see it from the other side. So I figured that was like kind of okay anyway. Yeah, so this is, I guess, more or less the living space. I think this area took the longest of the entire house just to do. Just I don't know, man. I really struggled with this. I haven't actually watched, because I know a few other simmers here on YouTube have done this exact shell challenge. I know Kayla did it, or Little Simsy, she's done it. And I haven't seen hers yet, because I kind of wanted to go in this and approach this from my own angle and see what I came up with. And then I want to see what other people did, because I'm really interested to see how different it is. And if you guys want to do it as well, like I said, I linked Vixella's video down below where you can go see her build the shell, and then you can find the link or find the details to download the shell and build with yourself. And also, big piece of artwork because it has got a lot of color, so that's there. But yeah, I spent a lot of time. I mean, we're like over halfway through the video and we've only done like this one room essentially. So a lot of time went into that. I mean, granted, we also did the exterior in this same time, but you know. It was a lot of effort. Okay, just appreciate it. So this is like the little butler's pantry I was talking about. So we got a sink in there. We also do have a sink out in the main kitchen area, but I also put one in there. Oh wait, did I get rid of it? Maybe I just got rid of it. I think I did. So never mind. We don't have a sink in the main kitchen area. We've got a sink over there in the butler's pantry. Or did I get rid of it, or did I just delete? Because if that's the case, we have a dish rack in the main kitchen area with no sink next to it. So I think that I might have forgotten to move that. Oops. Oh well. It's not a huge deal, but anyway. And then we've got a little laundry over here. I thought that was quite a good space because we've got this weird offshoot box on the side. And this was going to be, I always decided from the beginning this was going to be like a bathroom and laundry area, because then we can have a nice bathroom downstairs, like a full usable bathroom downstairs and a full one upstairs. I think. Maybe not. Maybe we had a half. No, wait. Do we have bath? No, maybe I didn't do any bathrooms upstairs. Oh my God. Okay. Not so you might have noticed I haven't done videos for like a few weeks now. I think maybe a week and a half. So what happened is I got really sick, not like super sick, not the sickness at the moment, but I got sick anyway, so I couldn't record. And then I got better. But then Vixella herself came to visit, because if you don't know, my roommate is Critic Zeus, who is also my best friend, and he's also dating Vixella. So then, anyway, they came back here, they were visiting, and they were here for like a week, so then I kind of was just hanging out with them, we're doing stuff around Sydney, because she's never been to Australia before. Anyway, long story short, that's kind of why there wasn't really any videos. So I actually recorded this so long ago, I've kind of forgotten how it's gone ahead. So actually, while I was building the upstairs, though, I do remember this, because I was building the upstairs, and I'd forgotten I'd done the skylight. So then I had to adjust that because it kind of didn't make sense with walls cutting through the skylight. Anyway, so, okay, we do have a bathroom upstairs. That's good. We do have a bathroom upstairs, which is nice. And then we have 2 bedrooms. Nothing too crazy. Like, I think we have like a main double bedroom and then like a single bedroom out the front of the house. Nothing too crazy. And actually, I mean, I know upgrading beds, they added upgrading beds in an update, and it doesn't make them like super duper good. Like, it doesn't make the worst bed equal the best bed, but it makes them a lot better. At least a little bit better. So I feel more comfortable using cheaper beds that look good now. I kind of just wish that they had, when they did the bed update, that it was more clear exactly how the beds update or how they upgrade. Or if it was 100% possible to upgrade the worst bed to like 10 out of 10. That'd be sweet. Because I don't think it works like that at all. It makes it better, but not perfect. Anyway, point is, I feel more comfortable using different beds now, because before I'd kind of always use one that was just best for the Sims. I think, what is it, around like 8 comfort or something is good for Sims to get like the right amount of sleep and sleep through the whole night. I think that's something like that. I don't know. I feel like you guys always tell me exactly what it needs to be, and I always forget. Anyway, so this is the main double bedroom. You know what? Oh, hello. Sorry, it's because like I said, I was sick, so my voice is still kind of recovering. Anyway, you know what? I was going to say, tiny living stuff. I feel like a lot of people, well, I don't know. I know some people, it wasn't their favorite pack and they're a little bit upset, but I'll tell you what, I love that pack. The more time has passed, the more I'm using items from that pack in like all of my houses. I don't know. I really like it. I think it's one of my favorite stuff packs, I think. It's obviously not for everyone, and that's fine. But, I mean, and obviously there was some missed points in it, but I love the items in that pack, and we've already used a bunch of them in this build. Like, we used the side tables in the bedroom, the dresses, and I think we had the lamp downstairs as well. Oh, and then I think the coffee table as well, the side table. So, I think it's a really good stuff pack. Anyway, so this is like, I guess just like a teenager's room or something here. Oh, wait, maybe not. It's a kid's room. I don't know. It's a miscellaneous bedroom because it's got a toy chest, but then it's also got a computer. Which I guess, I mean, it could be a kid's room. I don't know that I would give a kid their own computer in their room. I don't know, maybe I would. You know what? I'll let you know when I have kids what I do, because I'm not sure yet. Anyway, did that little side table next to the bed, and oh yeah, I had the laundry, so I put all the hampers around the house, because I forgot about that. Although, usually I find hampers more useful if they're just in the laundry room, because it just makes everything easier. Then you don't have to like walk across the entire house to collect all the clothes. But anyway, so this is the other bathroom up here. I think it's pretty much the same as the one downstairs in terms of the fixtures and fittings. And then I think it just has a bathtub instead of a shower. I didn't do a bathtub shower combo, which I guess I could have done, but I decided not to just because I don't like them. And I've explained this before. I don't like them because they're just so big and they block the, I don't know, I don't like them. I only use them if I need to for gameplay reasons. Like if I need a bathtub and a shower and I only have one bathroom and I can't fit them separately, I will do that. Like in some of the tiny builds we use them, but normally I don't like them and I don't use them because they're just too big. I don't know. They always have this big wall and there's like a big curtain in the way. It's just kind of it's annoying. I forgot about these vases from were they from Island Living? Because I forgot about them and I saw them when I was going through the catalog and I'm like, oh yeah, I love these. These are sweet. So I decided to put those in. Just a little chair there. And then now we're just doing the backyard, which is nothing really special. I just do some outdoor seating and like a little barbecue area. And then I do like a pool in the backyard as well. Nothing too over the top. I just kind of wanted to keep it pretty simple. Like I think this build would be, especially because it is, it's just like a nice big box. It's pretty easy to expand and add on to. And in that sense, I wanted to keep the backyard kind of similar, like keeping it pretty easy to expand and change. Like it's really simple, just like a table and then some lounge chairs. Well, not lounge chairs, but like sort of outdoor seating sofa thing, and then a nice big swimming pool. I actually made it a little bit smaller because I decided it was looking weird because it was too big compared to the house. Like I don't know, it felt weird because it was like way wider than the house, and I didn't want to put a fence all the way around the house because that looked kind of weird. So then I just made the pool a little bit smaller. I mean, I guess a pool doesn't need a fence technically in The Sims. I only ever do fences around pools just because it's like the realistic thing to do. That's usually, well, at least it's law here to have your pool enclosed with a fence of like, what, 1.8 meters high or something? I don't know. Something like that. Anyway, that's why I do it. And it was looking weird because it was like thicker than the house. It was a real thick pool. And then I just made it smaller because I think it looked better. And it was just sort of in line with the house. And that's pretty much the build. I think I do a few trees and hedges here and there. Just because it looked a bit blank around the sides, but that's kind of it. I guess we'll jump into the game and we'll have a quick look at the overview of the lot and we'll, wrap it up there. All right, welcome to the Vixella. This is my build, my adaptation of the shell challenge that Vixella started, and I think it turned out pretty well. I actually really like the aesthetic of this build in the end. I think it looks good. I will say I think it looks good. I think it looks like a house that wasn't like shoved into a box that we couldn't change. And I think that's the biggest compliment I can give it. It seems like we built this on purpose in this shape. Anyway, no, I mean, like, honestly, I actually really like it. Like, I really do like the black sort of cladding around it and the wood tones mixing in with it and the sort of vines and all that growing over it. I mean, if you look at it closely, they're very different colored vines and you can't really do anything about that. But, oh, actually, maybe I can. No, that's still not that close. Probably best to just leave it as it is. But yeah, I think it turned out really well. We've got the pool at the back, nice little outdoor dining area at the back. And if we go downstairs, I think this space turned out really nice. If we actually jump into this sort of camera mode here, this living space, I mean, it's not like the most colorful or, it's not like that, but it's also not that cold. I mean, we probably could use another rug over here because this is all concrete floor. But I don't know if you saw in the time lapse, I couldn't really find a good rug that would fit in this corner and like sort of go with the table that well. So that I kind of just left it. There's a little kitchen, nice little pendant lights hanging above. Little TV cabinet there, a little candle on it. I don't know, it's really, that's not a great view out of that window, is it? At least I didn't forget a bin. Did I do an indoor bin? I might have forgot that. Oh, I think I forgot an indoor bin. That's okay, we got an outdoor bin. Anyway, let's jump out of that view. Yeah, so that is the main living space, and we got the little bathroom over here, and the laundry next to it. I think that actually worked out quite well in this space. Got this, I know these things were coming through the windows here, because we use this to sort of continue the lines all the way up vertically, because I think that looks really cool. And I don't mind that it goes inside, because it sort of adds a nice little detail and feature to the interior. I am aware, though, that like this bathroom doesn't have curtains. I didn't really want to put them over this, because I thought it would look weird with that and the curtains. I mean, let's just imagine that there's curtains or there's like some privacy there. Little laundry in here. I think that worked out quite well too. And then upstairs, we got the 2 bedrooms and the little bathroom. And I think overall, this is my best house build ever. Maybe not the best ever, but I think it turned out quite nicely. I do wish with the roofs though, like for example, you could change there's a light. You could change the wall colors like individually and not like as a whole unit. Now, the reason, by the way, actually, this is something I want to explain because you might have seen it in the video. When we go here, all of this roof is like cut out and I can't put it back. It does have a ceiling. I can remove the ceiling. And for example, if I drag this flooring over it, oh, okay, never mind. Okay, you can put, okay, I thought, all right, I eat my own words. You can put a roof over it. Now, the reason it was cut away is because we have a glass roof over the whole thing. And I was pretty sure I had tried that solution. Anyway, I kind of, well, okay. If you download this lot, you can put a roof over it. Because I've already shared it. Hang on, let me do move objects real quick. This is how you fix it. Move objects, put that there, duplicate, put that there, duplicate. Oh, okay, maybe not duplicate that one. Then we need to do one over here as well. That's slightly annoying. I didn't think that that would work. Because I thought I tried that. Quite clearly, I didn't try it. Anyway, now it works. And now if we go down here, it'll actually look proper. Yeah, okay. Well, man, you know what? I really hate when I discover problems at the end of a video when it's already been shared and I've already recorded it all. That's a shame. Anyway, master bedroom. Quite nice, quite simple, nothing too crazy. Down here on the left, we got that single bedroom that we saw. Again, nothing too crazy, but I think it's all functional, got everything that you need, and a little family bathroom here. This one does have a curtain, which is quite nice. I quite like this, actually. I do like that black sink with that really warm, sort of orangey wood tone. It's kind of interesting, a little bit different. And I do like doing this like thin, tall mirror above the sink too. I think that's a little bit different. I quite liked it. Anyway, that's the build. So that right there is the build. I think it turned out pretty well, apart from that weird roof issue that we had. If you do want to download this, I will link it in the description down below so you can actually check it out there. Or you can search for my username on the gallery, which is The Sim Supply, all one word, and that should be able to find it that way. Or, I don't know. If you can't find it either of those ways, then I think you might just be a little bit out of luck on that one. And again, like I mentioned like 5 times in this video, do go check out Vixella's original video on this, and you can see her version of the shell, which I'm going to watch after this too, because I want to see what she did. I also want to see what Kayla did, because I'm really interested to see how everyone else tackled this shell challenge. So, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time, and have an awesome day.